Hi everyone, it's day 13. Today I'd like to introduce you to this wonderful plant which is growing in our garden, I'm happy to say. It's common Bistort and it's in the dock family. When I first moved to this area I hadn't really seen it before because it's very local to Calderdale, abundant here but not really elsewhere, and I saw its beautiful pink flower which is like a big pink spike. It looks a bit like an orchid and I was really amazed by that. But yeah, at the moment it's just these basal leaves that are coming up. The young leaves, I'll show you those coming through here. They tend to grow in patches like this, along riverbanks, damp areas. I walked along the river today from Mythenroy to Hebden and I saw absolutely loads of it. So yeah, a really good one for this particular area. So it's in the dock family, as I said. Broadleaf dock, which is the one you're told to rub on nettle stings, is this one. So this is kind of a cousin. I like to think of it as like a scruffier cousin of common Bistort. Common Bistort is this one, a bit neater, less crinkly and scruffy around the edges. There's also a winged stem, I don't know if you can see that, but the leaf continues down the stem of the plant to about where my fingers are, so that's a good way to identify it. And there's fine silver hairs on the veins at the back which you can't really see, but you could use your magnifying glass to look at that. Just to say as well, as with all the plants that I cover, it's a really good idea to get to know them really well, use some ID guides and be really sure of your features before you eat anything. So these are just really introductions and an invitation for you to get to know these plants a bit better. So yeah, I'm going to cover this plant this week. I realise that lockdown might go on for a while, so I need to pace myself in terms of talking about different plants. So I'm going to talk about one plant in more depth this week. After this basic intro, I'll revisit it, share a recipe. This is a good one to cover at this time of year because it's used in a savoury pudding around Easter time and has been in this area for hundreds of years. This dock pudding is, like I said, yeah, savoury pudding using maybe 3 or 4 ingredients, with this being the main one. And there's even a World Dock Pudding Championship, usually every April, in Mythenroy, which is just down the road from here. And the best pudding wins based on a taste test. So yeah, I shall make my own dock pudding and I'll share a recipe with you as well. It's also known as snake root, and I was lucky enough to see the roots of this plant. I was down by the river and after the floods a lot of the soil was washed away and I could see the roots, and they are very like S-shaped, kind of snake-like roots. Quite a beautiful colour as well. It's also known as Easter Giant, so I just love all the names for this plant, and that might inspire some creativity in me later in the week, I think. Right, that's it for now then. So I invite you to go and try and find a bit of common Bistort, maybe look by the river or a stream, and let me know how you get on. Right, bye!